With DragonCon being a little over 2 weeks out from now, I thought I'd give you 5 practical tips for the con. I've already made a video on tips for newbies. If you want to watch that, it'll be linked somewhere around up top or below. Less of newbie tips and more just practical tips for anyone, especially this first tip. If you've been going to the con for a while, you probably know this first one. It's the 3-2-1 rule. What is the 3-2-1 rule? Well, it's more of a minimum. These are absolute minimums. 3 hours of sleep, 2 meals, and 1 shower per day. No matter what, especially that last one. Not trying to offend anyone here, but when it comes to showering, I mean, at once a day. Atlanta in late summer, it's hot. It's sweaty. Like I'm drenched by the end of the day, man. By midday, I'm drenched. You got to be showering at least once a day. 2 meals a day. I mean, it's not hard to get by on 2 meals a day. I mean, I do that sometimes with work. I don't like eating breakfast. 2 meals a day, and then of course 3 hours of sleep minimum. I mean, you won't feel great with 3 hours of sleep, but it's better than nothing. I know some people like to party, stay up late, and you're partying, stay up late, and you're going home at like 4 in the morning, but you got a panel at 9 o'clock, and you barely get any sleep. At least 3 hours sleep. Come on. Tip number 2 is bring lots of water. Don't underestimate this one. Like I said, it is blazing hot in Atlanta. And take advantage of DragonCon's bag policy. They're pretty lax. You don't have to have clear bags. You can bring a backpack, a satchel, one of those sticks with a little pouch at the end, you know? You can do that. Put some water in there and bring extra. I personally like to carry a bottle of water with me and something kind of like sweet electrolyte drink, like a Gatorade, something like that. You may not always have an extra snack on you, so having a little electrolyte sweet drink, it can be helpful to keep you going. Tip number 3, and this is good for any trip or convention, not just DragonCon, is to bring some cash. 95% of places at con, they're going to take cards, so you won't have an issue there. But it's nice to have some backup cash, especially in the vendor hall. I personally am not a haggling man, but I know some people do like to bargain and haggle, and cash is good for that. And it's always good to have a backup form of payment. Like if you use tap to pay and you don't have your phone on you for whatever reason, or it's just good to have some cheddar cheese, some dead presidents. Tip number 4, this is something I've been doing for years on all of the trips I've been going on, is to go into Google Maps on your phone and download a map of the area you're going to be in. So in this case, just download all of downtown Atlanta. This will let you use the map offline, which is really helpful because with lots of people in Atlanta and an influx of people for DragonCon, sometimes the cell network is really slow. So at least being able to pull up a map and get GPS directions of where you're going, you may not get live updates, no traffic updates or seeing ratings on restaurants, but you'll at least be able to navigate. And it really doesn't take up a lot of room on your phone. Like you can get a decent chunk of downtown Atlanta for under 100 megabytes. I would go ahead and download the map now because it stays on your phone anywhere from like 30 to 60 days. Unless you renew it, it'll stay on there longer. But yeah, go ahead and download it. It's super helpful. I do this for any trip I go on. And last but not least, tip number 5, get some new shoes before DragonCon and break them in. You need some good walking shoes. I just picked up a pair of Hoka's. I've been walking in some Hoka's for a while, and they were looking a pretty rough. So I'm like, maybe I should get a pair before the con. I got some a couple weeks ago. Been breaking them in. Really comfortable. Get what shoe works best for you. Get your New Balances or your Skechers, your Crocs. Don't get Crocs, but get a good walking shoe. Something that's really lightweight and comfortable because you're going to be walking and standing a lot in the heat. And it makes all the difference in the world to have a good shoe. That is it for my 5 practical tips for DragonCon. I've made a couple other videos for DragonCon this year, and if you want to see those, they're going to be linked above or in the description. If you have any tips yourself, feel free to leave them down in the comments down below. I've been going for a while, but I don't know everything. I learn stuff every single year, so please share your knowledge with me. And I hope to see some of you guys at the con. Unless you don't shower, then I probably won't see you, but I'll smell you.